Yo, 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 what up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? What's going on? Yo, what up, Kevin? What up, Macy, Beatsville, Skylon, Jin, Grizz, good morning. Miguel, what's going on? Hopefully Toss Up X can't go down 3 days in a row, right? Yeah. Let's see. Eddie, what's going on? Ken, good morning. Slee, AO. Miguel, you're expecting a continuation up. Hopefully we get a decent pullback between 6827 and 6820 to get on the ride. Well, I'm no idiot. I would mark that level out on my chart. All right. Just finishing up marking out some supply and demand here. I think I'm interested in just getting a measurement of this leg down here. Apologies for the massive congestion. Still got a little bit of a cold I'm dealing with. So I can barely, I'm just like a mouth breather right now. Can't even breathe out my nose. Hey Gabagool, what are you barking at, son? He is amped. All right. Check out ES real quick. So I broke one of my rules. I did a little trading in Globex last night around the 25k level, but I ended up making a bag on like, I traded like 3 different accounts. It's just pretty clean. So Tea Honey Lemon on the way. Thanks. Appreciate it. Disciplined Feature Trader, good morning. Dre, how you doing? Golden, what's going on? Top stuff is on my thumbnail. Is it an old thumbnail? Probably is my old one. Or my hoodie or something. It's all right. Oh, like Top Step X, the platform, maybe? Anyway, okay. What am I doing here? Oh, let me mark out the Miguel level. Let's see. He said 2.0. Top was 2.6 or something. 2.7. Let's just keep an eye on this. I'm not gonna label it a Jizu, but we all know. We all know what's going on there. All right. Markets are open. Make it a good one today, folks.
This is all wet and it's slick and it's ready to go.
What up, Jake? How you doing? What up, Oscar? McConco, how you doing? Ghetto Twinkie. CPI came in lower than expected. That'd be good, right? What else we got going on? That's about it. What is CPI? Let me show you something. It's gonna be worth it. There's a site called Investopedia that I think every trader should know about. If you don't know about it, now you do. Investopedia.com. Let's see if CPI is in here. Understanding the controversy surrounding the Consumer Price Index. CPI versus PPI. What is CPI? So that's what you wanted to know. Guess what? People smarter than me wrote a whole article about it. So, you know, if you're looking at since it measures the monthly change in prices paid by you as consumers spending less or prices, like essentially the cost being less for consumers, you could see as a good thing. But Investopedia, smart people writing about things, so I don't have to try to explain it. And you can do that for any term you don't know in the investing or trading world. And chances are it's on Investopedia. Oh yeah, already up 635. Yeah, this is one of the trades I took. I took a couple trades around 25K last night. So 635 on here. Personal account made like 220 bucks. Purdy account I made. How much did I make on Purdy? 500 $500 in Purdy. So the only website I know is bought from Gorilla. I like it. Trader Fath, how you doing? I'm doing fine. A little congested, but fine. Turbo says, how can one be smarter than Daniel? Oh, blowing smoke on my ass. All right. Thank you. Just a reminder, I am streaming on Twitch. It has less of a delay today because, again, I keep forgetting to change the latency on YouTube. I used to not have to do that. But when I multi-stream, I have to make sure it's set correctly. But for now, Twitch has less of a delay, if you care about that. Let's check in with the heat map here. Anything interesting? It's not printing. There we go. It's not printing the bubbles, but there we are. Keep forgetting, huh? What? I don't want latency between you guys saying something and me saying something. It's annoying. And then someone finally comments on something I said. I'm like, I don't even know what I said 30 seconds ago, you know? I don't want the latency. I'm just a goofball. $69 viewers. Nice. Rachel's being a little pervert. Pervert alert. Run to that Jizu. Oh, yeah. Target for pullbacks. I don't know if we can get all the way down here. Sure, why not? Of course we can. 200 level. I think that'd be nice. Be pretty clean. We got Chesterfield in the house. What up, chat? What's up, buddy? Turbo, you hope this is the top? You're looking for downside? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to grind up today. But we'll see. I don't know. You never know what you're going to get. Tomorrow's going to be insane. Why is that? What's tomorrow? Just because it's triple witching or what? Am I using an indicator for VWAP? VWAP itself is an indicator. Is that what you... Oh. Yeah, there it is, down there. The orange line is VWAP on my chart. Do they still... I don't think they have quad witching anymore. I think it's always triple witching now. Didn't they get rid of the other quarterly thing that was... Or didn't they get rid of something that was expiring with all the other witches? Isn't it just always triple witching? Or am I tripping? All right. Prefer a regular VWAP? I do, yeah. This is my level of interest here. Below that, we got another level of Jizu here. Gabagool, what's up, buddy? Yes, just hit VWAP. I have it anchored to the overnight, not the. So it's anchored to where futures reopen. So I don't have a VWAP hit yet. That's just the one I look at. Jesus hit. Yeah, your VWAP might be different. Look at that reaction off this Jizu, guys. Jeez, ew. Wow. This guy might be a genius. What a freaking genius this guy is. Yo, what up, Parshov? How you doing? Senor Armstrong, done for the day. Just one more day for max payout on 2 traded 50Ks. Nice. Heart rate goes crazy when he hits the Jizu. Nothing gets my heart going like a Jizu. Top step not working. I have Project X over here on Futures Desk. That seems okay. I cannot believe Top Step X down 3 days in a row, though. Y'all got to find you another prop firm. Go to Prop from Gorilla. Excuse me. Go to Prop from Gorilla. Find another prop firm based off what you want. You can get ones pretty similar to Top Step, just with better platforms. Why Funny Tickets FSO? I don't know, man. I might remove them from the site, honestly, for that. It's pretty rude. Pretty rude of Funding Ticks, if you ask me. Funny Ticks just like, they're changing rules but then making it retroactive. The website looks so slick ass. It's because it is. It is slick ass, you're right. It looks that way because it is. You can't change rules and make it retroactive, in my opinion. That's going against the trader firm contract. Even if it's just a social contract or something. You know, even if it's just like a good faith kind of thing. You're like, if I give you money, these are the rules. These are the rules that you have to stick with, and these are the rules I have to stick with. You can't go fucking changing it on me. That's not right. Did you develop the website yourself? I did. They said like trades scalps over 1 minute or under 1 minute, which is insane. How many of us have taken 1 minute under trades? I do that all the time. They're saying those are, let's see, Eddie posted the actual clip from the website. Only scalping profits of 1 minute or longer are counted towards all master accounts on all Funding Ticks trading models, prioritizing execution quality and long-term consistency. To me, that's bullshit. Anyone that's traded a real account knows you can scalp on real accounts. Firms always say that it's has to do with sim executions. I don't believe that. Reward cycle increased from 5 to 6 profitable days to support steadier performance and stronger scaling. No, so you don't have to pay out as much. Just be honest. Ridiculous. I'm gonna probably take him off Prop from Gorilla for that. Goof asses. It's from scratch. Walking. I mean, I used Vercel's AI assist for that because I don't know how to develop. I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer. I don't know how to do that on my own. 1 minute is a long time. How is that a scalp? Well, it is a scalp. It's not a micro scalp. It's a scalp. And there's nothing wrong with scalping. I mean, how many trades do you have under 1 minute? Just not even necessarily scalping, but sometimes you get in at the right time and it just rockets to your take profit. That's happened to me a couple times. You just nail the entry. Then you're getting punished for that. Going snowboarding tomorrow? Nice, dude. We've had snow since like the weekend after Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving was on Thursday. We got snow like Saturday, and it's been on the ground. And now it's actually in the 40s and it's melting. And before it was too cold to go skiing. Like I'm not gonna go skiing when it's 10 degrees out or whatever. And then it warmed up too fast, so now I think I missed my window. What profit is it? It's Funding Ticks is the one I'm talking about. The one I'm trading right now is Lucid. Yeah, money. I got a lot of interest, you know. I dabble in shit. It's fun. All right, we might got something cooking here. We might got something cooking. Nice hit of Miguel's zone there. That's Miguel's Jizu. Yeah, that worked. It hit my Jizu too. So Miguel made a Jizu where for ES since I already had one on NQ. I don't really do as much ES work. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Well, we might got more short side ahead. VWAP is next if we break this Jizu. Daniel, can you do 100 BPM? Yeah, I'm sure I can. Thought about referencing a site like Trustpilot for the props? Yeah, I sure could. I just know Trustpilot can be a little gamed, so like I don't necessarily have 100% faith in Trustpilot. But it's not a bad idea. I could add that pretty easily. So close to passing 200k accounts with top 7. This sucks. Yeah, I like Lucid because you get the Motive Wave license, which is my favorite platform anyways. They pay out fast. Their payout caps are a little bit more conservative. You know, they say they start off with a little bit, tighter, more conservative payout rules so that way they don't, to make sure they don't go under. And then when it's proven, they can increase the caps. So honestly, I do like this approach. It's much better than backtracking like funding ticks or something. So I do respect Lucid's approach here. Not seeing enough from buyers here. Waiting to see some buyers. Yeah, Ken, I think so. Did you say you get a Motive Wave license with Lucid? I sure did, Jay. Save you $35 a month, Makes the eval, that much cheaper, essentially, if you don't have to pay for Motive Wave. Lucid should switch over to Rise. Well, I think I think Work Market's actually like has more stringent standards. I think so. I don't know. I don't like it. I'd rather everything be on Rise, so I don't have to manage all these different platforms. That's sweet, especially being a Mac user. Yep. Grizz, come on over to the light side of Motivwave, man. Motivave's great. Very intuitive platform, if you ask me. You know, just everything's kind of where I expect it to be. Motivwave 7, I have to adjust, obviously, because I used 6 for like 3 years, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's a little bit different. So I gotta like find some things that got moved or whatever. But generally speaking, very intuitive to set up. Do you guys ever miss an entry by doing the like buy bid, sell ask instead of marketing in? Sometimes I try to do the buy bid, join bid or whatever for the longs. So I did that on my personal account down here. It just as it started to move, and it missed my fill. I wish I would have marketed in on that. No issues with the latest version of Motivwave. Since I made the adjustment that Andrew or somebody in chat told me to make, it's been fine. I think. A lot of liquidity overhead here. Let's see if we run into some trouble or not. Or if this is just like a nice pump to new highs. For market, yeah. What was the update on funding ticks? You can check out the Discord in general chat. Scroll up to 7:09 a.m. Eddie posted it. But my biggest issue: only scalping profits of 1 minute or longer are counted towards all master accounts. Dude, that is BS, and everyone knows it. Reward cycle increased from 5 to 6 days. Dude, stop it. It's funding ticks that did that. We live to be great. Is that what you're talking about? You're asking about what I was just talking about? I was talking about funding ticks. Well, sad I missed the long. I don't necessarily trust it to go all the way back to all-time highs. Not all-time highs, high of day, sorry. Got some liquidity piling in here on ES. This might just be the swing high and move down to VWAP here. Could happen. Could happen, chat. Let's see. Dan loves a short. It's true. It's true, Pinato. So far though, no reason to short yet. It's a nice buy up there off the Jizu. When's the Arzu course coming out? It's not Arzu, it's an Arzat. It's a red zone of terror. It's just more exciting, you know? It's a little grabbier. And now it gives you something extra to memorize, you know? I think longs still look okay though right now. There we go. Got the BPM up there. Got the BPM up there for you. Triple digits. Let's go. How many counts does Lucid allow? I think it's 5. If I remember correctly. My heart rate up. Did you get my DM? That's good. What happens if you break the consistency rule on what, Jared? What firm? Generally, you just can't get a payout until that consistency rule is met. So it's not like a hard breach where they throw your account in the trash. It's just like, all right, keep trading until the consistency rule is met. I tried taking a losing trade to bring me back down to consistency, and it accidentally became another ripper. Isn't that funny? What app is you BPM? It's connected to, it's a heart, what do you call it? Chest strap monitor. Connects to an app called Pulsoid. New here, what's the Jizu zone? It's a green zone of opportunity. It's just support resistance. Usually it's resistance turn support or previous support. And so in this case, this is from yesterday. I marked it out. If I recall, this one's from yesterday. Yeah. And that worked perfectly. Wait, you like Lucid right now more than MFFU? I like Lucid right now for the rhythmic and the motive wave license. Wouldn't necessarily say I like it more. I mean, it's like picking your favorite kid. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Yeah, what happens if your trade is red under 1 minute on funding ticks, your account is red, but if it's green, it's not green? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. They can't count any stop out in less than 1 minute either, right? Right? You're not going to count the wins, you can't count the losses. Or wait a second, is this the casino rigging the deck? Michael, you passed the eval yesterday on the account you won here. Awesome. Love to see it. Do your best, get a payout. I still don't have any discount codes to give away, sorry. So a little 300 rejection here. It's looking like we pop it. Popeyes. Got another zone around the 400 level if we really start moving. Not sure we will. Not sure we won't. What are we looking for today? Well, looking for longs off of, here's Miguel's level. He mentioned pre-market. Worked like a freaking charm. And it ended up coinciding with my Jizu. So it was a double Jizu hit there. Tried snagging the long by hitting the bid for a better fill. Didn't get it on this this move up here. This candle on my personal account. Didn't get it. So I got in a little bit later for a little bit of a bag. But yeah. You know, I don't feel a lot of pressure to trade this today. I'm up 635 from Globex trading. I am close to, I think tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow would make this account eligible for a payout if I lock in profitable day of $150 or more. So the current account I'm trading, I had one terrible day where I gave back profit on Tuesday. Made decent amount back yesterday. Today I'm up 626. Yeah, Parsho, I could do that. I just don't. I don't have time right now to fuck around on Twitch, you know. But I do like it, so I don't mind making it better over there. So is Top Step X is straight up not working for you guys, or not letting you log in or manage trades? Okay. Mildly interested in looking for a long. I don't super love pulling back just kind of off the highs here on ES, lower high here on NASDAQ. So I'm not like totally in love with it. But let's find a level here. This level's pretty good. The 50% of the current leg plus the previous level of, you know, minor resistance. So that puts us in the 230s. Excuse me. Where'd my other window go? Where'd Firefox go? You have 3K unfunded. You just lost 2.5K. Well, that can be hard to get over. But look at it this way. You're up $500 on a funded account. Pretend like this is day one on your funded account. You're up $500. You're not upset, right? You're like, okay, cool. $500. Let's go. So don't let that past loss define you. You can set a daily loss limit. That would help me so many times. When I trade Project X, I pretty much have to have that personal daily loss limit for sure. But look, I've been there. I still do that. I still blow funded accounts. Still have terrible trash trading days. I think the best thing to do, other than setting the personal daily loss limit, is figuring out the trigger for those bad days. So you can recognize it when it happens and try to nip it in the bud. You know what I mean? I think that would be good. I want to do that as well for my own trading. Just be like, okay, when this type of thing happens, when price actions like this, when I feel the pressure from the prop firms to do this, this is when I do this, you know? Try to figure that out. So it's like, okay, when I get on day 4 of 5, or day 5 of my funded account, I need another profitable day. I tend to force trades or whatever. I think a lot of it's just being patient, sizing down, doing like boring trading, you know? I think that's key. Right now, I'm not feeling the longs right now, even though we're back to this spot where maybe it'd be an interesting entry. I'm not super excited about it right now. Just seems buyers seem a little bit dead this morning. I mean, where are the buyers at? Not seeing them. Hey Dan, for the book map, will the one that's delayed work, or is it like way too delayed? What do you mean by delayed? You mean like a YouTube stream of book map or something? I think could be a little helpful maybe, but obviously you want it as real time as you can get. Yeah, I think buyers just forgot what they were supposed to do. They couldn't find a buy button here. One OP and looks like a bearish cycle starting here. Bookmap is free, but it's delayed. Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't know they had a free version like that. How delayed is it? I don't know. Someone tell me. All right, well, VWAP coincides with these relative lows here, so that's definitely got to be the next target to the downside. Below that, I like the pivot point. Excuse me. Sorry, very congested here. I like this whole section down here, right above 100. So get through VWAP. That's next. Good. There's a just open space here for sellers to take over. Open space. It's 200 level right now. Got the bottom, sold the top. 3R for the day. Let's go. Nice job, physics. Very good. Just stacking red candles right now. Why is your VWAP different from mine on Top Step? Did you zoom out all the way on Top Step? Zoom out to where the VWAP is supposed to anchor. My VWAP anchors to the futures reopen at 5 p.m. Central yesterday. So just make sure yours is anchored at the same spot. What's up, Parsha? Have you watching on X too? All right, let's go, man. I don't think anyone watches on X, but it's just like all you gotta do is click a button and you're streaming there as well. So it's like, why not? All right, should get a jab down to VWAP here, right? That's what I think. We get a jab down to VWAP, just a little buy, maybe back to 200. Potential short down there. So, you know, to me the trade looks something like so. It's good risk reward. It's good probability. So let's see if we get that little bounce off VWAP. Maybe up to 200 or so. Throw some risk on. Yeah. There's 200, but I would have preferred if we went like 10 points lower on that candle. What trading platform? This is MotiveWave. Well, is that it? Is that the entry? I don't really want to short at the lows after all this with no pullback. I don't really want to short there. So I would rather wait. You still like longs, Miguel? I'm losing a little hope for now, for the short term. I think shorts through VWAP now look good, personally, but I could be wrong. Obviously, ES still has some room down to VWAP. Trying to long here? No, I'm not. I don't want to long while the 1OP is in this bear cycle, unless it starts turning back over. It's kind of glitchy right now, but it's an indicator I use. If you want to read about it, you can type in !! indicator in chat. Yeah, I could also go to Kick and TikTok, but the thing is, I don't think I want to spread everyone out that far. I wouldn't mind doing TikTok, but I gotta set up like the vertical stream, and I have it kind of set up right here. I mean, it looks fine. You can see most everything. So I could go to TikTok, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of people watch live streams on TikTok. I feel like they're not serious traders. So I feel like you get a lot of beginner stuff, you know? So I'm not sure. Not sure I want to go there. I mean, if you're watching a live stream on your phone, which some of you might be watching this on your phone, reasonable. But if you stumble upon it while scrolling TikTok, you know, you're probably just casually interested. So it's like a different type of person. Probably. TikTok funnel for YouTube/Twitch. Yeah, I know. That's the idea, right? Is just be like, all right, come over to YouTube and watch me or something. But all right, let's see if any buyers show up here. Not yet. Let's see. I mean, it could be a great long. You know, Miguel could be right here. That just long in this makes sense. It's a great location to try it. Even though I like the short side, I wouldn't mind throwing on like 2 micros. Just because it's pretty clean. It's low risk. Just go for like maybe even new highs. Maybe new highs, or go for a lower high, you know, something like that. Could be fine too. So I'll throw on the 2 micros just because it's hard to resist that location for the longs. I'm just not seeing them really show up yet. Need to put a Subway Surfer in the corner to keep their attention. It's gonna cross back up or what? The 0 line. Let's see. It's gonna drop down. Money says. I'm inclined to agree with you, you know, as I've been saying. But this is pretty irresistible. It's pretty irresistible. Even if we drop it, I guess I'm not upset. I'm not upset about that. The trick is to go in with small enough size where you won't be upset, right? If it was 1 mini, yeah, I'd be upset. You know, that's a $300 loss right now if I want a 1 mini. I'm letting it head on down to VWAP here. Why is your VWAP different than mine? Why is everyone saying that to me today? I mean, should be where it's always at. Mine anchors to the night before, so scroll out on your chart, make sure yours is anchored. Yours might be anchored to the open of today. I don't do that since futures opens. You know, I have it be, you know, take into account Globex as well. Am I watching Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua on Netflix this Friday? Probably not. There's a little buying here. Nice reaction here. Nice reaction. It's just too good of a location to not try it. You know what I mean? If you zoom out, you know, still bullish enough, you know, going with the trend here. So, again, there's 2 minis, or sorry, 2 micros. That's good money. 140 bucks. Yeah, sure. It's good money. I don't want to see it retrace all the way back down to my entry. Not just because I don't want to see profit evaporate, it's because I'm just not gonna like it as much, you know. Gonna not like the trade if it just rejects that easily. I want to see buyers actually sustain here. I might take one off here at this trend line if we get up to it, and then hold the next one for high a day. So let's see if we run into a little bit of selling here. Why'd you get in? It was a very key level, Run Boy. It's my Jizu level. It's you know, just a support level from yesterday. We held it already once, and this time it's correlating with like pretty much 4 different things going on here. We have VWAP, volume weighted average price. We have my support level. We have 50% of the last leg down, so 50% retracements I look for, and we have the psych level of 200. So it's like 4 different things that make the level very interesting. And so to me, I put on very small risk. 2 micros is not a lot. That's $4 a point. And it was well worth the risk. Why TP so far? Well, when you get in really good, it makes it easier to hold for the longer move. I'm probably going to take one off here at this trend line, as I mentioned. Just want to see. I like the buying here. Okay, out on one there. Nice trade, Miguel. Good level. Good job sticking to your plan. Easy to start second guessing yourself, especially if you're listening to me blab and I'm saying other stuff. I think one of the most important things is not necessarily trading what I want to happen. It's just trading what seems most probable to happen. You know, I wanted us to break VWAP. I mentioned that. I wanted to see that short side. But this just seemed too probable, you know? And why does it take profit so high? Because I think it's a reasonable chance of us getting back up there. Not just back up there, but we could really move higher. I could put it up, you know, another 100 points. It's just 1 micro. Chance of me getting stopped out at 260 is much higher than us running up another 100 points, probably. But it's easy peasy. You know, I'm not. Look at my heart rate. It's 88. That's a little high for probably the caffeine hitting me, but I'm not stressed at all about this trade. It's easy to hold when the entry's good. What's up, cats? How you doing? All right. ES very close to its high of day. NAS a bit farther off. What's your profit goal today? I don't have a goal. It's a funded account with no consistency rule, so you know, if there's something that looks good, I'll trade it. So through 300 level now, that's good. Yeah, I moved the TP up higher. Yeah, I said I could throw it up for another 100-point move, you know, because if we break these highs, I could see us just grinding, you know. With 1 micro, I'm not sweating every jiggle and wiggle of the market, you know. So I'm just chilling here. But you know, taking profit at the highs on once Nasdaq gets to the highs, like, you know, a couple points away, that makes sense too. If I don't want to ride this out, but ES put new highs in. It's poking higher into the R1 pivot. It's not a bad spot to look to take profit. That's just stacking those greens. I mean, blue candle on here, but that's just stacked candles. That's exactly what every trader wants to see when they're in a long, is just see stacked candles like that. It's makes it so much easier to hold, and you're just loving it. Entry is pretty good there too. Just had another extra bar of consolidation. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's about as clean as it gets. And the small size was helpful there too. You know, as I started going into drawdown, I mentioned this is one mini. I'm down $300 now. I'm watching, you know, my potential profit for the day start to evaporate. Maybe I'm feeling a type of way. But with this, boom, I'll take it out. Ooh, almost knocked over my coffee. I'll take it out there. Supply zone right there. In a high day. It's good enough for me. I'll take it. Great trade. Over 100 points on the last micro there. So that's what I talk when I talk about not marrying a bias. You know, that's what that is. As much as I want to see us just knife through, probability, like we were holding that level, probability was on the side of the longs there. The heat map I entered a little early, so heat map I didn't get a whole lot out of, but you know, you could see these orders sitting down here. That doesn't really mean a whole lot necessarily. But once we start moving off like this, you like to see that. So I didn't necessarily get the best read off that. To me, this was just more about the actual levels. So that was nice little trade there. Well, look, if I was sitting in this trade and I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, you'll see it reflected on the candles too, probably. What would it, if I'm seeing like large buy orders down here and we're still not moving, then I get pretty suspect. Then I'm probably gonna think about closing that trade because the seller's is absorbing these large buy orders. You know, if you keep buying in large amounts and it's not moving in your direction, it's getting absorbed and it's likely to drop. So that maybe would be something I would watch for as a warning sign. Okay. What up, Jim? How you doing? Sean Philippe just closed that long up 450 on the day, but down 50 for the month. Don't worry about the month. The month's not over yet. Keep going. See a correlation between a move going faster and seeing buyers going in. It wasn't so apparent. Like, we didn't have like massive orders or anything, but you know, it was just clean. It was fast. So there wasn't anything getting in the way, you know. It was just pretty clean. You know, you can just go back and watch. And these orders were nice. 260, 140, 114 or something. 104, I can't read it. 124. All these orders. That's good. It's kind of what you want to see, buyers supporting the move on the way up. So it was all good. Question: anyone who follows fantasy football here in the States, American football, I had first round bye of the playoffs, but I'm actually a dog going into my first playoff game. Which defense would you start if you follow? Which defense would you start? San Francisco 49ers defense going against the Colts. Again, Colts have what? Phillip Rivers. He did okay last week, but you know, they kind of, you know, there wasn't a big shootout or anything. was a field goal fest. Field goal fest. Or would you start Steelers defense, who they've been my main starter, going against the Lions? Steelers defense has, they have a ton of turnovers on the year. Probably like number 2 or 3 in the league. For sure, 49ers. I was thinking 49. I just picked 49ers up off waivers because I'm not sure about Steelers going against the Lions. I think we might have a couple key guys injured. And I like the matchup against the Colts there. I think that's a good idea. All right. So I'll go with the 49ers. Caleb says, question, how long do most people spend in the paper account before funding their account? Well, it just depends on the person. It depends on how much, how you're doing financially in general, Like some people, they're doing really well. They don't mind blowing a few thousand here and there to learn. I fall into the camp of I don't mind blowing a few thousand to learn. Obviously, I don't want to, but, it's not going to ruin me financially if I lose, a $5,000 account. If you're in the position where that would financially ruin you, you won't be able to pay rent, then yeah, definitely stay on paper for a bit longer. But I recommend paper trading because I don't want people to lose money, and trading is very hard. I don't really like paper trading. I haven't done a whole lot of it because I really need to feel like there's something on the line, and you can't get that with paper unless you're trading. I'd say prop firms are the exception to the rule there because you do have something on the line with a prop firm. You can work your way to a payout. So I talk about this in my Becoming a Funded Trader series on my channel. That even though it's simulated, it felt real. I was in it. So I think it depends on the person, their risk tolerance, how important that money is. If you're going to lose the money, if you're new and you open an account, you're going to lose the money. Just know that. And so if you are like, it's worth it to learn, I can afford to lose $2,000, then okay. But just go into it knowing you're going to lose it, honestly. Here's my optimistic target of 380 on that long here. Looks like it's about to hit. I was pretty happy taking profit at the highs. Excuse me. Oh no, Miguel, your trade secret didn't work. Oh shit. Now, what accounts are you trading, Miguel? Are you on Lucid still? And how many Lucid accounts are you trading, if you don't mind sharing? No, I'm not in that long anymore. Here's the exits. Long 196. First exit, 265. Second exit, 314. It's a pretty monster trade. Just imagine if that was 2 minis, It's all about risk management, though, and it's hard to manage that trade when it's a ton of money going back and forth there. Do people actually do well just copying trades in a paid Discord? No, thank you for asking. No, that is not a legitimate way to go. Trust me, I've done it. I've been in many Discords. I've tried copying trades. It doesn't really work. You might be able to make some here and there, but it's not going to work. And it may delay your learning. There are some good learning Discords where you can actually, education focused. It's less about like, here's a signal, and more about like, let me teach you. But copying trades isn't going to get you anywhere, I promise. You think it would. It sounds simple. It doesn't work. Tom says, incredible trade call by Miguel. He's a really good trader. That's why pre-market, when Miguel says looking for a pullback to, he said 2.7 to 2.0, I think on 2.7 to 2.0 on ES. I said, I'm no dummy. I'm going to mark that on my chart. I know Miguel's a good trader. And what do you know? Some sick level. So when Miguel talks, I listen. There's some great traders in here. Caleb, I would recommend joining my free Discord server. Just because if you do have a lot of questions, there's people in there that will answer them. There are some really good traders in there. People much better than me are chilling in the Discord, which is cool. So that was my target there, 380. That would have been a monster. So exclamation point Discord and chat will give you the link to mine. Again, Caleb, while you learn, your goal isn't to make money. Your goal is to learn. And also, your secondary goal is to not lose money. So it's to learn and not lose money are your two goals. Here's 400 level. You think, what do you mean my goal is not to make money? Of course it is. Money comes later. It really does. There's all these like platitudes and cliches, but they're so true. Like for instance, this trade I took on 2 micros. That's small size, dude. Small size. And if I was focused on the profits, or making a ton of money really quick, I would want to do it more size, bigger. But what happens if it gets down to VWAP and now I'm down like $1,000 because I entered with too large size? I can't handle this trade. I can't manage it well. And now I'm stopping out, and then I watch it go in my direction. I get pissed and I tilt, and I chase it, yada yada. It just leads to bad decisions. Large orders there, hitting the ask. 900 something orders on ES there, right at 400 on NASDAQ, right at 68.70 on ES. Yeah, still made $300. Yeah, made $300 off those 2 micros. That's sick. $300 is great. It skews your perception of money and everything, but $300 in what, 10 minutes? Clicking buttons? Sick. Amazing. Doesn't get better than that. Well, until you scale up, but you gotta do it slow first. Traders that have been around for a few years, you guys know that, right? Anyone want to disagree with me? Because I think it's all fact, And I'm not trying to sell you shit. We did hit, let's see, we did hit a trend line here. Let's take a look. I have it on TradingView. Let's turn off the orders. Dang, why is this so large of a window? There's a trend line off these highs. Shoot. I hate when MotiveWave is like trying to resize your thing for you. Stop moving my window, MotiveWave, you fucking psycho. Stop it. Does anyone else know how to turn that off? It's like you have to scroll far enough away from price or something. But anyway, let's extend this trend line here to the right. Let's see where it hits. Pretty much right around where we are here at 410. High day there. Short from 25,387, says Miguel. Good luck on the short. What up, Guillermo? How you doing? I have like a cleaner to the tick hit on my trend line on TradingView. It's really clean. Rumo, you're short. 333. 333. So you're short down here at a supply zone that we're running through. What's your stop out then? I kind of like the short too, honestly. I don't think I'll take it on here, but I'm happy with $1,000. Have I always traded the 1 minute? Pretty much. With futures, I've always been on the 1 minute. Yeah. Could see this pulling back all the way to 25,260. Back to that trend line, essentially, right? Roughly in that zone. 260. Trying to figure out why you like 260. All right, Froggy, catch you later. What's up, Tachyon? How you doing? Charlie, what's going on? It's going good for me. How much you make on that 2 micro? I think it was 300. Let's see. First trade was 96 to 65. That's about 70 points. That's about $140. The next one's 314. That's 118 points. So that's $236. So yeah, a little over 300, I think. Right? Is my math good? Something like that. I think I started the day up 680 or something like that. Good luck, Tachyon. Good luck. Did TBM end his stream? Is that why you guys are here? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to your second favorite stream. I make the heat map bigger. There's other stream. Let's see. I can move this over actually. Sorry. Dealing with another issue. Flagging out here. I don't know about it though. Pretty lackluster. I mean, generally speaking, you'd say, oh, it's like kind of bear flag or bull flaggy, you know, good long down here, but I'm not seeing a whole lot to convince me to do so. Let's check the I mean, 5 minute looks okay still for that pop here. Or it looks like we're getting it, but not seeing a lot that I really like about it. Long at 337 question mark. Maybe, you know, was it IBH? That could work, but again, just want to make sure. Philip says, more or less a no trade day, endless absorption and icebergs, no good follow through on orders, all about CME rollover, done with $400 profit. Yeah, I would agree that this week, look, we got rollover week. It's the week, Christmas is in 1 week. Not necessarily time to push. Excuse me, not necessarily time to push and, you know, risk too much, so. Yeah, I don't mind the price action today either. I think there's some good setups. Technically very clean. Falconer, catch you later. Again, you know, this is why, like, I think, you know, if you're just talking about like trading pattern, candlestick patterns, etc., you got to look at, you know, a lot of people say, well, those, they don't work, you know, or it's flipping a coin. It certainly can be. You got to look at, look, this still looks good for the pop higher, but we're just not seeing a whole lot right now. And we keep kind of probing lower and lower. So it's like, okay, if you do want this long, where do you get in at? Do you get in at 360? Do you get in now at 370? Like, where exactly are you going to get in? Where are you going to stop out? I mean, I think, you know, in general, pop higher seems fine. Another pop to 400. Maybe it's a rejection, maybe not. But just not seeing any momentum here. What's rollover week? Futures expire every quarter, the contracts. So rollover week is when traders switch from the contract they've been trading for the last 3 months to the next quarter's contracts. So we all went from trading December's contract because it expires on Friday. We all went from trading that to now trading March's contract of next year. All right, guys, what time is it? 10 o'clock? I got to take a quick pee. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So back to my point, if you longed, if you want to long this, where are you getting in? Ticking new lows here on this pullback. So it's like, well, what do you want? What's up, Tyler? It is a good indicator for a short, isn't it? Me going to P flush trade. We had it yesterday. I think it went well. Yeah, so far it still looks like we're kind of holding value for the most part on the upper end of this move here. So I think kind of down to IBH here. Looks okay. As long as we can hold that. What's your plan for NQ today? Well, I took a long off this nice level support. It's a great entry, and rode that up to the high. I was just looking for something clean, that looking for these key levels. See how price interacts at those levels. See if I can get something that makes sense. I'll see you, Parshav. Catch you later. Speaking of volume profile, keeps disappearing from my charts. Let's see, volume profile. Where'd it go? Why did volume profile not add to my chart? Well, trading the one account today. Well, I could trade futures desk. Perdia, I took a trade on it last night. I'm up $500 in Perdia. I would consider taking a trade on that one. I have some losses to make up for in Perdia. You and the homies are bullish now, Miguel? I think I saw your comment, actually. You said, if the hourly / 5 minute doesn't close under 6861, I'm back to bullish. It's 10:03. Do you know where your kids are? There's the hourly. Did not close under... Oh, you're talking about ES. Okay. Did not close under 6861. Closed at... was that 85 or so? I can't see. I would love to nail the timing on one of these on a long pop. I would love for that to happen. Try it. So long 71.5 here. Just look for 400 maybe. About 30 points or so. There's the trade. Let's look at the tape. Heat map. See if there's anything going on. Support this move. Initial bounce high, yeah. 60-minute high from the session open. What's up, Maul? How you doing? Got the long above bar 1 for 19 points. Nice job. Got a long working at 68.63. 68.63. So you already got in then? 68.63. That's a good entry. There's some nice buying there. 291 lots. Yeah, this heat map is part of Motive Wave, yep. I think we could get new highs here. Should I hold this past 400, chat? What do you think? Kind of tempted to. Definitely be at break even here now. Close to my target. NQ boring. I kind of liked it. I thought NQ was pretty clean today, actually. Well, don't falter now. Keep going. You can do it. Come on, baby. Stay away from my entry. Do the right thing. Trying to get everything on screen here. I'm tempted to add one for the break of 400, but I think it's too much. It's a little too risky for my bones right now, I think. But it's tempting. I think it's looking pretty good for the break. But if I'm wrong, obviously, I don't really want to. You know, it's a free trade right now. No sense in adding risk, I think. Let's see some buyers going hitting the tape here. Come on. Saw 291 at 68.70. Let's see another hit. Another little blast. Another little tape bomb. Excuse me, wrong way. Supposed to go up. What are you doing? All right, Macy, catch you later. Push, push. Push, push. Is that a lower high, Maul? Is that a lower high, or is it just double topping? Oh yeah, I guess it is kind of a lower high right now. Barely. I would just call that double top, lower high, something like that. But let's see if we can pop it here. See some more aggressive buyers hitting here. Come on, pile in. If I was in your long still, this is where you'd be closing for another 10 points. Yeah, if I don't see it happen here soon, I'm gonna close this out, I think, too. Come on, large order. Fill. All right. I'll trail up to maybe get like 10 points. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Want to go tap 25 420? It's cool with me. It's cool with me. I'll be on for the ride here. All right, should see some large orders. Yep, boom, there it is. 341 there. That's good. Now let's get some continuation here. Yeah, ES is kind of being a little bitch right now, isn't it? Come on, buddy. Come on. There's a snap. There it is. So target hit, original target hit. I think I'll trail another few points here. Up about 700 on this trade. This looks good, looks good. Looks good. Come on, keep going. You know, if we can get ES going here above these highs, we could start really grinding. I'm also ready to flatten though. I don't think ES went 3 points above the highs, Mal. I don't think so. I think we've only gotten like 3 ticks above the highs. Don't trail, look to sell the high of a bar. Look to sell the high of a bar. So what, you're talking about 5 minutes usually? 5-minute chart? I don't really know exactly what you mean. You're saying sell like this 5-minute high? I mean, isn't that trailing or something? I'm confused. It's coming back down 387? Well, I hope not. Come on, ES. Look alive, dude. Look alive. All right, I'll take profit there, I guess.
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, that was a nice one. So on the day, let's say 855 gross. It's not including last night for whatever reason. Kind of weird. Why is it not including Globex on here? What's up, Andrew? Doing well, man. Doing well. Trades are hitting good today. You meant limit out for more money? Okay. I got you now. Okay, I understand. Thanks, Tachyon. Thanks, Maul. Appreciate it. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good trades. Not upset about that. Not too upset. Remo, you're short 359 now. I'm kind of confused by your shorts. Like, where are you stopping down on these? Are you saying you're going to enter at 5.9, or you've been sitting in a short and you're still in it? Because if you're short at 5.9, like why are you not stopping out on new highs a day is what I'd want to know. Seems like a lot of risk. Well, another jab lower here or what? Nope. All right. Back up to the highs. Back up to the highs we go. The box might become resistant soon. Yeah, we'll see. VIX is very low, as expected, but all right, we'll see what happens here. Could see a short play out from here, especially after that rejection from around 420. Let's see what happens. Running at 68, 67 and a half, Miguel. All right, good luck on the short. wonder if we see like at least one last capitulation high here, up to 420 actually. How many points is it responsible for price to move on the day? I mean, you can look up the average true range ATR on the dailies and then just get an idea of what it, generally moves on average. That could give you an idea. It's looking good for the down move here. See if we get it. We live to be great. See you later. Have a good one. Catch you on the flippity flip. Well, pretty boring, pretty boring. In 15 minutes, still looks like we could push. But, it's going to close out in 6 minutes. It might be another consolidation candle. So, what I would actually hope to see is, more support down here, 40s, 50s. And then another push higher. But they are struggling here. Really? You think is gold moving big? Usually, whenever I flip over to it, it moves so slow. Every once in a while, though, it gets going, right? GC. I gotta roll this over. Whoops. Gold's had some nice movement here. Kind of want gold to close down here with the rest of these candles. So 5 minutes left on that one. I kind of want to close, maybe not that low, but 60s. Here to press a like, Lego. Thanks, Rockin' Viper. Appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the stream if you haven't yet. While you're waiting for your next setup, while you're just passing time. We have 43 likes here. Easily get that up to 80. Easily. Without any extrinsic rewards. All right, nice move lower here. Rachel hit the thumbs up button, and her husband had a cool trading day and got over his cold and took me out on the town. I like it. All right, one more minute here on the 15-minute. Let's see where it closes out at. A lot of liquidity piling in overhead here. I want to be dead on accurate. That'd be fun. Come on. 15 seconds. Push up to my level and close. Ah, come on. Do it. Hey, not bad. That was pretty close. Did 5 points of that. Okay, so 15-minute closed out. I actually like the bull side here, to be honest with you. I'll maybe take on a futures desk. I don't really have anything else I want to trade right now. What up, Grizz? How was the gym? All right, I'm gonna try this 3 micros long. There's a new gym workout that's been kicking your ass. Nice. What do you do? It's just like a hit workout or what? Yeah, break even on this one. Nice push. Keep going. Come on. Took one off there. Because you do upper body Mondays and Thursdays and lower body Tuesdays and Fridays. All right. Sounds good. Okay. You know, a lot of consolidation here in the 15-minute, but the fact that we've held up pretty okay. I do think we're gonna push new highs and you know, ideally rip into the 400s a bit. Maybe not rip, but grind in the 400s. Do you prefer low win rate and high risk to reward, or high win rate and low risk to reward? Probably the high win rate, because it kind of keeps your confidence high too. You know, when you see most of your trades working out, I think it's just good for your overall head, you know. You got to right click, AO, Raji, when your order gets filled instantly on the DOM on Top Step X. Right click on the DOM if you want to set like a stop or like a limit, right? That's what I always do. I think if you right click, it'll set the limit or stop, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas just clicking on it will do like a market. I found that out the hard way. Oh my gosh, this is pretty boring. Remember guys, good trading is boring. Yeah, well, I'm bored, so must be trading good. Come on. Do something. Do something. Got all these large orders, 200 lots. Hitting the ask here. Gotta see some follow through here. Gotta see it. Push, push. Push, push. ES has almost zero resistance up until around 6,900. Yeah. I honestly don't even... If this wasn't the futures desk, I might hold for more, but I only need base sets on futures desk. So 401s where I'm trying to take profit just because I kind of need it for the daily base. It's 170 bucks. I'm a little concerned it could just reject 400, but I think we're bullish enough where we'll pop this. So come on. Come on. 3 ticks away. 3 ticks away. And the reason is because I took 1 micro off earlier, whereas if I would have left the whole trade on, I would have taken profit in the 90s, mid 90s, 96 I think was my original take profit. But now I gotta wait for 401 to break. There it is. So 175. That's a nice hit. So good trades today. Across the board. I think I had was it 100% win rate on everything I took today? Because it felt like it. It's pretty solid trading, I think. Just being patient, trading a little smaller size, and I think technically it's been pretty clean today. And there's some opportunities, and I would not be surprised to see us grind higher this afternoon. Next target is maybe 463.5. This supply zone up here, that's maybe my next target, 463. Funny how tops up Discord mods are saying there's no issue. Yeah, okay. All right, chat. Well, up 850, I think, on Perdia, 1,000 on Lucid, 175 on Futures Desk, 570 on my personal account. I think I'm going to go ahead and walk away now. User, thank you. I'm glad you found the stream. Glad it's your vibe. It's a pretty solid session. Come back tomorrow for another round of boring trading. This was fun. Thanks for hanging out today. Hope you guys have a good rest of your session. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.